come on in.
Okay. It's lovely to be here, by the way. Thanks for letting me come, Greg.
You're
really
welcome.
Excited.
How can I help you with your hair?
I've had my hair probably for the last 2 to 3 years quite short to about here. I've come for basically a really good consultation. I'm not sure if I'm wearing my hair on the right side because I've gone quite thin here with menopause. And I just feel like I need some sort of face framing. I like wearing my hair straight, but I don't wear it straight all that often because I just feel like it falls flat. And it just, I don't know, it just drags my face down and makes me look a bit harsh, a bit of a wave.
Quite curly.
Well, I've got quite a wave in it, but not something that I would probably leave naturally.
Because your hair feels like straightened hair rather than hair that's naturally straight.
It's just blow dried, basically. I've changed my hair lots, so I'm not afraid to change my hair.
Okay.
But it's just really getting your advice.
Well, I think they're all really good questions to ask, actually. So that makes my job much easier.
Okay.
Let's just have a look and see what you have.
Yep.
I love throwing it from side to side because that always gives you a lot of information about what the hairline is doing and the hair growth pattern. And you do have a slight peak here, which means you're likely to want to go one way or the other.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't, it's never suited me down the middle.
It doesn't seem to want too much either, does it? Because that's probably the closest to the middle you can get, but this side pings up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that doesn't work. Whereas going that way, that's better.
Yeah.
And you say you feel like you've
I've got quite thin on the sides. I mean, I know people complain about having thin hair, but sometimes having heavy hair can be just as hard to style. Like I feel like I've got a lot of bulk here at the back.
Yes, I can feel it's very thick through here.
Yeah.
And
which means it tends to kind of just stick out.
Where your hair's thicker and stronger, it tends to have a bit more kind of guts to it.
Yeah, totally.
And then this just sits on top.
Yeah.
And it just
falls flat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, well, where is the thick hair underneath? Actually, it's a conundrum because you're dealing with two separate things.
Okay.
So if we were to just take that sort of like a horseshoe shape away.
Yeah.
This is so much more interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
It has undulation.
Yeah.
It has length and weight without pulling you down.
Yeah.
And it's attractive.
So we just need to get rid of the front bits.
Let's just go, yes, exactly. We'll just shave that off. But I think the question now is that how can we bring the top bits down and make them flatter and blend with the rest?
Okay.
We can see already there was a couple of bits just hanging down.
Yeah.
I would suggest we just take that up. And when we take that up, it creates a little bit of a kick out. How does that make you feel?
I don't mind a kick out.
It's at the length where it will kick out anyway because it's just touching your shoulder. And that means the only place for it to go is that way. So that might be something worth working with for the time being.
Yeah.
I also think you could probably go a little bit longer.
Okay.
And I would say that when you get down to the collarbone and below, you'll find the kick outs will stop happening.
Right.
And your hair will start to sit.
I'm not sure whether I want it to go any longer. Normally hairdressers want to go and take it all off.
Oh, right. I'm not thinking that at all.
You're not?
No.
Interesting. Okay, that's really interesting.
I'm thinking, I like this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And now it starts to drag.
Yeah.
But a little bit of judicious shaping there could bring that into focus there.
Yeah. That's not what I was thinking, but that's why I'm here.
Okay. Why not let's explore the longer length and see if we can make that work. And then I would suggest that with the top layer as well, I think by shaping this up, we will create contours in your hair.
Okay.
And we will also deal with the fact that this pulls down so much.
Yeah.
The moment these areas become shorter, this area will start to pop up a little bit and you'll get a bit more natural movement. And I think what you'll find is you'll get more continuity in your hair.
Okay.
Rather than this heavy lump hanging over the top.
Yeah.
And then you'll have options about whether you want to blow dry it straight, whether you want to blow dry it so it kicks around.
And what would you do with the back?
I would do the shaping first.
Yeah.
And if we feel that there's still too much bulk down here, I would take these sections out here and I would skim pieces of hair out with the scissors, and that will help to rebalance things.
Great.
Okay. How does that feel as a...
Yeah, that sounds good.
So that's it. We've taken the weight out, as we discussed, and shortened things a little around the face. What I like about it is that It now doesn't look one length anymore.
No.
But you still have plenty of weight at the bottom.
Yes. Okay.
How would you like to work your hair today in terms of blow dry?
Whatever's the best way to see the cut, I suppose.
Sure. We can do a smooth and voluminous blow dry, and that will make your hair just bounce around in different ways. And
Okay.
that will probably show us exactly, what sort of characteristics your hair will have for you to work with.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Thank
do that.
you.
Before I start blow drying, I can see you've got a tiny little bit of root coming through. Would you like to cover that up?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I have something new here. It's called the Precision Colour Wand by Josh Wood.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with his blending brush?
Yes, I use it all the time. Yeah.
Great. Well, this is the same stuff, but it's in a
Mascara one.
mascara brush instead. So I'm just going to
Makes it super handy to use.
go into the edges there. It's a great way for sharpening up your hairline as well.
Yeah.
And this product, because it comes out as a liquid, you put it on your hair when it's damp.
Yeah.
Before you blow dry, and then when you blow dry it in, it just becomes part of the hair. Okay. Product-wise, what do you tend to go for normally?
I tend to use oil, and for volume, I've used Sam McKnight.
Red bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for
spraying
today.
into the.
I think that's ideal. I would certainly say something oily
Yeah.
to combat the slight frizziness that your
Yeah.
hair can exhibit.
Yeah.
And then blow dry lotion for the roots. That's perfect.
Okay.
Great. I have Miracle Hair Oil here by Josh Wood.
Okay.
So a little sort of pipette full,
Yeah.
and just run that through like that. And it never overburdens the hair. You should always be slightly careful with oils, because if too much application, you need to wash it out.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's a forgiving oil. With the blow dry spray, what I suggest you do is target the roots. So I am going to spray the product down the parting first. And then I'm going to just keep taking subdivisions and spraying it into that crease. It will get the product right into the root.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of the peripheral spray will go through to the mid-lengths and ends. But the root really is where it's at. So do you want to have a go? The next thing to do that is really important is to make sure you thoroughly blow dry the product in.
Yeah.
If it's left to dry naturally, it will go tacky.
Okay.
I'm just going to take your hair over. I'm going to use the comb, lift it up, and just apply some heat. You can see the lift that you're getting.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean your hair's going to be enormous, but it does give a really good foundation to a blow dry.
Over and
then just bring your hand over slightly. That's it.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
and take the comb through the
Keep
hair
my
dryer.
hand.
Yes.
Okay, like that.
Absolutely, because then you're bringing the hair up.
Yeah. That's what you call volume.
That's what we call volume. But the roots are dry now. The mid-lengths and ends, they look like a frizz ball, but they're still damp.
Yeah.
And they're ready to be smoothened out.
Yeah.
And made beautiful. I'm going to suggest you blow dry your hair in the simplest way possible, which is to blow dry all forward, all forward, and all forward. Using a large brush is going to give you lift, and it's going to give your hair a nice curve. So I'm going to part this across like that. And then just keep going until you have something you like the look of, if you can see through it. But if you start to divide it, you can see, it's actually sitting like a fringe.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do
is wherever it
is push it aside and find your spot.
Now that's volume. Wow.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a go.
Sure.
You're
doing it. Yeah, you're doing it in front, aren't you? Yeah. Okay.
And then you can gather sections together.
Yeah.
And maybe just refine the ends a little bit. And then you'll get that sort of seamlessness. And you just throw it back and find your parting.
Yeah.
So that is the first step. We're going to move to the sides. Blow dry the sides, you're just going to do the same thing. Maybe have a little practice. Grab your hair and just run the brush through a couple of times until you're comfortable with doing it. And my suggestion is maybe take the brush in your right hand.
Okay.
Brush, that's it. And then angle it down as though it's going to come towards your chin. That's it.
Okay.
That is the direction you want to create. And that's great. You lifted your hair up into the crease nicely, and then you turned it. You rotated the brush slightly.
Okay.
And that brings your hair through. So you're doing it so well, I'm just going to come in with the heat.
So you're still blow drying the crown forward as
All
well?
forward, yes.
Yeah.
Right back at the crown, it's going forward.
Yeah.
The moment you flip it back, it sort of creates its own lift.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So I think it's a great way to blow dry your hair in a way that makes it look homogeneous and like it hasn't been forced into any particular direction.
Yeah. Now how am I supposed to replicate that?
Easy. You just go forwards and you go down the side, you go down the side and you just go forwards. I know it's so easy for me to say.
I know.
But the fact that it's all one operation,
Yeah.
it's just a repetition of the same thing, but it means that you'll be able to blow dry the sides and the top really well, quite quickly. And then when you get to the back, you might not have time. It's also a bit harder to get through to it, you know. So that is your secondary concern.
I don't really mind what it looks like from the back.
Yeah, oh, really?
Once it looks nice from
And
the front.
actually, it's kicking around a little bit rather nicely, so we can work with that.
Yeah.
With the back, which is yet to be blow dried, we have a nice wave in there. The crown area is just dropping down and it's fine. I'm just going to blast it and see how that works. And using my fingers, I'm just pulling the hair out a bit to just straighten it enough. Let's just see where that takes us.
Sure.
So it's almost dry now, and I like the way it's kicking around.
I feel like I've almost got more hair
Good.
because of the variation in lengths.
Great.
It feels like I've got more hair than I had.
Yeah. And it's not drooping anymore.
No, it's not.
And it's not framing you like this.
No.
It's framing you like that.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. I'm going to show you the back. I'm actually going to blow dry it for you properly, but I just want you to get an impression that,
you could
it's
just
choppy.
You could just leave it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And you could leave it like that.
And it actually really highlights my highlights as well, doesn't it?
Very nicely indeed. Yeah. So I think that's going to make things easier. You just need to focus on how to blow dry the front area. I can tell, you've pretty much got it into your arms already. It's just a little bit of practice. And it's a question of just doing the same thing throughout all the sections, and you will get a lovely finish very quickly. There we are. Lovely. How's it feeling?
Yeah, it feels really lovely. It feels light.
Yeah. Do you want to put your fingers through it and get a sense of how it is?
Yeah, no, it's really lovely. I wasn't expecting to be able to keep the length and get that kind of bounce and fullness, and it feels really lovely.
Great.
Love it. Thank you, Greg.
Do you like tucking your head behind your ears?
I do. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's see how that works.
So probably something like that. Maybe.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that no single piece of hair has to be anywhere specifically.
Yes.
It just moves around and it has a nice sort of,
looks great.
Wonderful.
Makes my colour look nice too.
Well,
thank you, Greg. No, thank you. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it.
Wonderful having you. I hope you get on well with it. Let me know.
I will.
And good luck with your blow drying technique.
Thank you.
I think you'll be absolutely fine with it.